What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you tonight on YouTube, and tonight I've got some football focus. We are 5 weeks into the NFL season in 2016, and now you're starting to see who the contenders are, who the pretenders are. Injuries are setting in, team chemistry is setting in, the new acquisitions are helping and detracting, and we're finally starting to see kind of what the league is going to be like this year. So we're in week 5. I'm going to quickly give you guys my power rankings, as I've done for the last couple of weeks. You guys are enjoying it, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Leave me comments down below if you guys want more football coverage. I'm covering the Steelers every single week. I'm bringing you guys my top 10 every single week. And if there's anything else you guys want me to discuss, any other games or players or rankings or anything you guys want to hear, tell me in the comments down below. If you guys are enjoying Football Focus, please tell me what to add to it. So without further ado, I will get to you guys the 2016 NFL Week 5 top 10 power rankings from 10 to 1. Number 10, the Philadelphia Eagles are 4-1. They might be 3-1, actually. We're off to a good start here. I believe a 3-1. They were off last week. They did lose their first game, returning from a bye this week. Carson Wentz did finally throw his first interception late in the game, but he played a really good game overall. He played a good first half. He was turnover-free until, I think, late in the third or early in the fourth quarter. So Carson Wentz overall, just 1 turnover so far through 4 games. The Eagles, correcting my own stats, are 3-1. Again, it's kind of early to tell where they're going to be at in terms of the long term. Their defense still needs a little bit of work. Their offense, we still don't know who the clear leaders are. Rushing the ball, Ryan Matthews banged up a lot. It's a really weird committee there. Receiving the ball, Jordan Matthews is the number 1 guy. But outside of that, what is Aguilar? What is Green Beckham? What is Josh Huff? What are those guys going to bring throughout the season? So Philadelphia is a good team, potential wild card kind of a team, but do they have what it takes to actually sneak away with the NFC East? And are they going to be around later in the season when the rookie struggles hit Carson Wentz? Because right now he's playing very, very well. So they're worth being ranked at 3-1 right now, but time will tell where they end the season. Number 9, we have the Oakland Raiders improving to 4-1, one of the best and most dynamic offenses in the NFL. Once again, the defense needs work. They fell behind the Chargers pretty early, and they were behind for a lot of the game. With a banged-up San Diego offense, the Raiders were allowing a lot of points. They got some sacks late in the game, got a couple turnovers, which was good, but they are still a bend and sometimes break defense. But all in all, on offense, Derek Carr, I've said for 3 years now, is the real deal. This guy's going to be a good long-term quarterback. He has a lot of good comparisons to tracking to major pros. Amari Cooper is ridiculous. He's amazing. Crabtree has gotten a career resurgence here. Clive Walford, the tight end, is incredibly athletic. You have Seth Roberts in the slot. So, and these guys also, Alawale at fullback. You have Jalen Richardson. You have, there's another rookie in there as well I can't recall the name of. But yeah, you have a very good running back core. This offense can put up 40 points in a game. This offense is one of the best offenses in the league and will finish that way. So they're at 4-1 right now. Is their defense going to hold up? I don't know if they're going to be around at the end of the year, but they are a wild card AFC contender right now. So 4-1, the Raiders are surprising people right now at number 9. Number 8, also at 4-1, the Dallas Cowboys. They got a statement win this week. They're now 4-1 under Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott has looked very good. Turnover-free. He hasn't lost any turnovers yet this year. He did fumble in the last game, but I don't think he lost it. But the Cowboys handily beat the Bengals. I think the final score was like 31-14 or something like that. It was Dallas really controlled the game and never looked back. And to beat a team like Cincinnati, who is a stacked team despite their record, that's a big statement win for them. Dallas is now in control in the NFC East, but they have said there's rumors that when Romo gets healthy, he's going to be the starting quarterback. How is that going to mess with chemistry? How is that going to derail Dak Prescott and his confidence? How is it going to change the team's mentality going forward? But right now, Ezekiel Elliott's controlling the ball. He's running well. Dak Prescott is running the option well. He can run. He can pass. He has a good arm. He's feeling confident right now. All the undercard guys are stepping up. You have Terrence Williams. You have Cole Beasley. Jason Witten's still doing his thing. And that's even without Dez Bryant being fully healthy right now. When Dez comes back, you got to think under Prescott, that can be a really good offense. I think putting Romo in is a mistake. Prescott's 4-1. Let him play. You already know what Romo's going to give you in December. You don't know what Dak's going to give you. 4-1. The Cowboys are on a roll and they're trending upward. Let Prescott play. Number 7. The Atlanta Falcons at 4-1. Again, this defense actually played its best game of the season this week. They played pretty handily. Did a very nice job in giving the Denver Broncos their first loss. Despite their defense being a little shoddy, they are shooting up the charts right now. They have, again, one of the best offenses in the league, and the offensive teams right now are kind of dominating these charts, especially in the lower half of the top 10. Matt Ryan's on fire. Julio Jones was quiet this week, but you have Sanu, you have the ground game of Tevin Coleman and Devontae Freeman. In the air and on the ground, those guys are double trouble. They're doing a lot. Jacob Tamme is doing well with the tight end spot. You have Justin Hardy in the slot, Aldrick Robinson. You have a lot of weapons there. Matt Ryan is an MVP frontrunner right now, as he should be. The Falcons are 4-1. Again, matter of defense. Are they going to play as well as they did this week against Denver? Because they shut down Paxton Lynch and did a nice job. But how's it going to hold up later in the season? Now we're up to, 10, 8, 7. We're up to number 6, the Green Bay Packers at 3-1. Get another win this week. Aaron Rodgers looked phenomenal this week. He was using Jordy. He was using Randall Cobb. Eddie Lacy, despite the weight issues, is running wonderfully. He's doing a good job out there. Devontae Adams looked good. This defense, again, is getting physical on the outside. If the corners can contain on the outside, Green Bay can be easily an NFC final 2 or 3 team. They overall have more talent and more name value than Minnesota has, and they're more trusted at quarterback. So Minnesota's ahead right now, but Green Bay could be trending upward toward the end of that season. Look for them, along with a team like Seattle and possibly a Minnesota, to be among the NFC's final teams this year. I didn't number my teams this year. That's why I'm taking so long to do this. Number 5, we're at the top 5 now. I'm sorry for my inept preparation, lack of ability here. But the Seattle Seahawks at number 5 are 3-1. They didn't play this week, I believe. So, again, Russell Wilson taking more time to get healthy, returning strong. Doug Baldwin, Tyler Lockett. This team is a very good, trending upward team, playing great defense, taking care of the ball. Russell Wilson, a dual threat, one of the most dangerous players in the league. Lockett's a special teams beast. Doug Baldwin's doing his thing. Jermaine Kearse. You've got plenty of weapons. Jimmy Graham's getting healthy. This team's going to get better and better. Their defense is probably one of the best units in the entire league. And the healthier they get on the outside, the better off speed-wise they're going to be. And they're a dangerous team overall. Number 4, top 4 teams. The Denver Broncos, 4-1, have fallen to number 4. They did lose to a team they should have beaten in the Atlanta Falcons, but Atlanta's getting better and better. Paxton Lynch is playing right now. They didn't have their starting quarterback, Trevor Siemian, so that could be a reason for the loss. Paxton didn't look bad overall. He used Demarius and he used Emmanuel Sanders, but they didn't get a running game going. They didn't block that well for Lynch, as they usually do. So can Lynch turn it on, or can Siemian get healthy in time is the question for Denver. Their defense is elite. It's the best in the NFL, but is their offense going to bring enough? So they're the reverse of most teams on this list where offense leads. So Denver right now, still top 4, 4-1. It's only one loss. They're still looking really good, still one of the AFC's elite, but this loss does slide them down a little bit. Top 3 teams in the NFL. Pittsburgh Steelers, my Pittsburgh Steelers, not going to lie, but I'm being impartial here, at 4-1. Another big win over the New York Jets, who were thought to be a highly ranked team at the beginning of the season. Their defense is coming around despite a lot of injuries, playing without Robert Golden, without Ryan Shazier. Cam Hayward got hurt in the middle and did not return, and yet the Steelers' defense still played very, very well against Fitzpatrick and Marshall and those guys. They're covering better than they were thought to, and they're stopping the run all season long, consistently one of the best run-stopping teams in the league. They're protecting Ben Roethlisberger on the offensive line despite injuries. Marcus Gilbert was out. A couple of guys on the ends have missed time, and they're protecting Ben. And on offense, they're using Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, and Sammy Coates is a huge deep threat. So at 4-1, one of the top 3 or 4 offenses in the NFL, and a very underrated defense so far in the season. Number 2, the 5-0 Minnesota Vikings, the last undefeated team in the NFL. With Sam Bradford, who would have thought, coming into this season, without Adrian Peterson out for the year, without Teddy Bridgewater out for the year, their 2 best offensive weapons and possibly 2 best players on the entire team not playing all season, coming in with Jerick McKinnon and Sam Bradford, who was a new signee, and this team is 5-0. The safety spots are playing great. They're blitzing up the middle. They're playing good on the outside with the linebackers. They're getting quarterback pressure. They're protecting Bradford. Bradford's not making many mistakes. They're using their guys. They're making the most of Cordero Patterson, who scored this week. They're using a lot of the tight end, Kyle Rudolph. Matt Asiata's been a dual threat, catching and running. They're using underrated talent that's not that great, making the most of what they have, protecting the ball, controlling the clock, and being smart on both sides of the ball. Minnesota at 5-0, biggest surprise so far in the NFL this season considering their injuries. But the number 1 team in the league, as much as I don't like them personally, the 4-1 New England Patriots. Tom Brady is back, and boy is he ticked off. and his return, as expected. Again, it was against the Cleveland Browns, so there's an asterisk. But Tom Brady, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. Gronkowski had over 100 yards. He's back to fully being healthy. They used the backup tight end, Martellus Bennett, for 3 touchdowns this week. They've got Edelman, who's healing and playing better. They have Amendola. They're using Chris Hogan now as a deep threat who caught 3 deep balls in this game. They look stacked. The defense is getting after the opposing quarterbacks, and they're not breaking too much on defense. The corners are average, but they're playing aggressively, playing enough on defense, getting pressure. And Tom Brady, with a healthy Brady back and a healthy Gronk back, and having LeGarrette Blount to run up the middle and clog those holes and be able to get in the end zone and run hard in the goal line situations, this team is the team to beat in the NFL at 4-1. The Patriots are dangerous. So what do you guys think of my top 10? Who did I rank too low? Who did I rank too high? Who didn't I rank at all that I should have ranked? Tell me how right or how wrong I am in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. This has been Football Focus for Week 5. I'll see y'all next week.